Hi everyone, welcome back to Physics YouTube classes. I am Divya here with class 11 Physics. Now, in our last few days we have been discussing about what is projectile motion, and we have proved the path or the trajectory of a projectile motion is parabolic. So that was one essay for you. Now the second essay or the second derivation part you are having in this projectile motion is that you have to derive equations for these three terms, that is flight time of a projectile, height of a projectile and range of a projectile. Now first let us see what these terms are. Now first one, flight time of a projectile means it is a time taken by the projectile for its projectile motion. Okay, so that is your flight time. Now when you come to the height of a projectile means the maximum height attained by a projectile, or what is the height of this projectile in its peak point. You can call it as the height of a projectile. You can denote it with small letter h. Now the third term is range of a projectile. Range of a projectile means it is the total horizontal distance travelled by an object during its projectile, or this distance from 0 O to O dash. See, this is till here it has travelled, that is the horizontal distance. So this total horizontal distance travelled by an object during its time of flight, you call it as the range of a projectile. Now let us derive equations for one by each of these. Let us start with flight time of a projectile. Okay. Now for finding the equation for flight time of a projectile, before itself when we resolve this ux and uy, you are having equations ux is equal to u cos theta and uy will be equal to u sin theta. Isn't it? So that is the equations you are getting from resolving the vectors. Similarly with Vx and Vy also. Vx will be V sin theta and Vy will be V sin theta. Okay. Now for this, what we are going to do is that we are going to consider the first half. Let's suppose the projectile has taken a time t to reach the peak point. We will calculate what value for this t till the peak point. So whatever will be the time period till the peak point, the second half also the same will be repeated, or the total flight time t, you can consider it as 2 times this t for reaching the peak point. Okay. Now for taking the equation of this flight time, I am going to consider the equation v is equal to u minus gt. Newton's equation. 3 equations of motion you are learning tonight. Out of that I am going to consider this equation. Now in this equation you are having v. What will be the final velocity v? Since at the peak point v will be equal to Vy will be equal to 0 at peak point. Isn't it? This we have already seen when we have proved for parabolic. Now what about u? What about u? U will be the horizontal component here at the peak point, that is ux, which will be equal to which will be the vertical component u sin theta at the peak point for initial velocity here. V is for peak point and u will be the initial position. There you will be having the vertical component uy. Now putting these two conditions in this equation, instead of v it is 0, u it is uy minus gt, or 0 is equal to u sin theta minus gt. Isn't it? Or you can write u sin theta is equal to gt, implies t is equal to u sin theta upon g. Got it? Now you got the equation for t. Can you write for t? Flight time. Flight time t, I have told you, it is t is equal to 2 times small letter t. Isn't it? So what will be your equation? 2 times, what is the equation for t? U sin theta upon g. So this is the equation for flight time of a projectile. Got it? Now let us find the equation for height of a projectile. Same figure, everything same. We are going to derive the next part. For that, the conditions are going to be the same itself till the peak point. And now, for finding the height of a projectile, I am going to consider another equation of motion, that is v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. What is the original equation? V square is equal to u square minus 2gs. Here instead of s I have taken h. That is only the difference. Now in this equation I am going to substitute these conditions. Now if you substitute these conditions, again u square, instead of u square you can write uy square or u square sin square theta minus 2gh is equal to v square, v is equal to 0, or you can write u square sin square theta will be equal to 2gh, or from this you can write h is equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g. So this is the equation for your height of a projectile. So this derivation is going to be very easy. Nothing in this conditions you have to know, and which equation you are going to take out of the 3 equations of motion, that should be familiar. Then just only substituting and rearranging. Nothing in this, very easy derivation, isn't it? So we have found out the equation for height of a projectile also. Now the last one, we need to find an equation for range r of a projectile. I have already told you r is nothing. It is only the total horizontal distance travelled by the projectile. So this distance from O to O dash will be the range of a projectile. Range is nothing, the horizontal distance only. Isn't it? So since from the basic equation, speed is equal to distance upon time, what will you write? Distance is equal to velocity into or speed into time. The same thing here. Instead of d, you are having the horizontal range r here. Isn't it? Yes or no? Now then, instead of velocity, that is a horizontal distance. So velocity will be horizontal velocity ux. Got it? Now the time for the total will be the flight time of the projectile, capital T. Yes or no? You are having equation for this, and you know already found out the equation for T. So then substituted here, ux will be equal to u cos theta into time of flight. What is the equation? 2u sin theta upon g. Now u into u, you can write it as u square into 2 cos theta sin theta upon g. Okay. Now when you consider this, do you feel any familiarization for this part alone? 2 cos theta sin theta. Any trigonometric relation you remember? See, this is the expansion for sin 2 theta. Yes or no? This is the expansion for sin 2 theta. So how can you rearrange and write this? Range r will be equal to u square into sin 2 theta upon g. Now this is going to be the equation for your range of a projectile. Okay. Now with this, all the 3 derivations are over. Very easy. Just go through this. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. So I am going to wind up with today's portion. Till we see in the next class. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.